Hi, it's Gavin, the transformation guru, out for a long walk. 3 hours walk today, and then the gym workout later. If I look like I've been electrocuted, don't worry, I haven't. It's just bedhead, and sometimes I don't care how I look. I know, it's mad, eh? Coming from the guy who's been on the vein train for most of his life, he doesn't care how he looks sometimes. Years ago, I remember listening to a guy who inspires me a lot, following his journey since I was a child, and I'm sure you've all heard of him, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Great bloke, big inspiration. And he said in one of his speeches, he said, "Look, you're not tired, you're uninspired." That just resonated with me for many years. That was said 10 plus years ago, and over the years I've had some really good mentors in business, in life, in friendships, in work, and I've also followed the journeys of a lot of very successful people. So yeah, I too want to do better by myself, so it's important for me to follow these people's journeys, learn by their mistakes, learn by their successes, but also in the same token learn by my own mistakes, and as a result create my own successes. Now obviously I talk about business quite a lot, talk about work, talk about the gym all the time, but I think for many people today it doesn't really matter what the focus is. It could be weight loss, it could be you want to do a couch to 5k, it could be you want to get that dream job, you want to upgrade your lifestyle, you simply want to do better by yourself, improve your work, start a business, whatever. It starts with you. And I think the issue today with like our culture, especially in the UK, we're told all the time that it's easily attainable, that you can have anything and everything at a moment's notice. And unfortunately life doesn't work like that. Life's not as easy as that. And while I do this video, is that Becky, is it? Hello Becky, you're right. That's Becky, ironically running right past me. She's one of the trainers at my gym. Didn't expect that, but hey ho. Yeah, the most powerful thing you can do in life is just accept where you're at and then work out a plan of where you want to be. And like I said, it could be for all elements of life. So I've had many a stone thrown at me. I've had a brick, well, not literally, but figuratively, and I've had it all. So in recent years, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Lost a few people. I had to temporarily close most of my businesses. Started last year. I had to close down one part of my business. I had to close the shop. COVID happened. Went aggressive. Thankfully, I went into the gym equipment market more so. Worked my nuts off there. Then I spent £30,000 on a shop to put in my hometown. First day of opening, the police were so excited to close me down. It was horrible. But I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. And like district council got on my case as well about it. Oh, you can't be open. Certain square percentage of your floor space isn't all nutrition. But it was just nice to know that other health establishments like Krispy Kremes and alcohol establishments were allowed to open. And there's Gav with thousands and thousands of pounds of health supplements which would help people's immune systems. Had to close. But in that lesson, I've quite a bit. Alright. So in that life lesson, I come to learn that sometimes life's not fair. And I've had that experience a few times. So, closed the shop, focused on what I could do, worked on what I had in control at that time, and then was able to open in December, 1 month, and then back to January, good old Bojo, closed this again. But then the whole country wanted me for gym kit, so I thought, you know what, sod it. I just said, right, let's give all this stock away. I can't do anything about my hair, by the way. Jeez, probably been better off being electrocuted. I might have had a better look. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I could have like got really down in the dumps, depressed, allowed lied on the sofa all day, every day, felt sorry for myself and drank myself to oblivion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I put a lot of weight on in recent months, and was I bothered? Not really, because I know how to shift it. I'm a transformation guru, of course I know how to shift it. I'm competing this year, and I have to get into my best ever shape. And like I say, when life throws these sort of hurdles at you, it's about how you get yourself off the ground, dust yourself down, get back on track. It all depends on you. And I don't care how tough you are, how big your muscles are, how fancy you look. I've met so many people who lost it here. And your mind can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. And I've said that countless times over the years. So again, going back to the story behind my inspiration following the likes of The Rock, with that famous phrase that he said, you're not tired, you're uninspired. And at any time, flat, low, frustrated, I can sometimes go into this like negative spat. I appreciate that, we all do. It's life, no different to anyone else. Human psychology, again, can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. But it's so easy to fall into that permanent trap of negativity. And I'll be honest, I don't like the winter when it comes to the dark days. I like the sun. And I especially don't agree with being forced to be in isolation and feeling imprisoned in your own home, and then guilt tripped for simply going outside and breathing. It's just going against our natural life. And some people disagree on that. It's like, oh, you're selfish if you're going outside. It's like, well, actually you're selfish if you're inside getting depressed and unhealthy and overweight and drinking yourself to abyss. And generally what happened to like take care of the NHS? I think 65 million people in the UK need to accept that we need to look after ourselves first, and then ironically there'll be less strain on the NHS. But again, I'm not going to go around lecturing, I'm not going to point a finger at any one person in particular. The buck stops with you. Over the years I've had pity parties, I've moaned about things, oh, it's not fair, or I've done this, I made a massive loss, oh, I've done this, fucked up, oh, I've done this, didn't go my way. Dust myself down, pick myself off the ground and get on. It's as simple as that. And like I say, I've fortunately watched many a good friend who I thought would have held their own last year fall apart. I mean, I've drank a lot. Deliveroo became my best friend at one point. And I've had to delete the apps. I've had to dust myself off and get on. And now the weather's nice and I've set some goals, I've got to focus. It's important to stay on the right path. But again, I've had to get low, frustrated, feel hard done by at times, to finally wake up and think, you know what, I can't be arsed with this anymore. I'm just gonna set my own rules, stick by them, set my standards high, set my goals high. Some people say, oh, Gav, you're a bit unrealistic, mate. You're having a big stand at the middle of the Arnold event, and you're also going as far as competing. Are you bonkers? Yeah, if that's how you interpret me. To me, I've just raised my standards, I've just raised my goals. Oh, Gav, you can't have all these different businesses, you can't do all these different things. Who are you, my boss? It's just because you're in a job you hate doesn't mean you need to point the finger at someone who's like trying to pull themselves out of that level that they're at and raise their level. I say fair fucking play to anyone who wants to level up. If you've got the balls and determination to do that, fair play to you. Again, it's sad that having experienced so many things over the years, like I feel like a 50-50 response for some people. Some people are like genuine, you can see it in their faces, they're genuinely happy for you when you finally pull yourself up and you get to where you want to be, or you set goals. Some people, they can't grasp it. Again, inspiration. Sometimes you need to inspire yourself. You need to let go of the boundaries. You need to raise your expectations, raise your standards, and in order to level up, you need to stop procrastinating and let go of certain negative feelings and vibes. So there we go. That's a little pep talk by the transformation guru with his dodgy haircut. Well, I won't say dodgy haircut. I had a good haircut, just the style of it's not that great today. But maybe we should do a talk on how to sort your hair out. But there we go. Life's too short to be down in the dumps, pessimistic, worrying about things. You need to set goals, raise your standards, set your level high, and the only way you can get through certain things in life is just buckle down, focus, and get on. And if it's not working, sit down again, reassess that plan, readdress it, get back on. And keep repeating it, keep going. You're gonna hit jackpot one day. It's gonna work. And for me personally, I'm starting at base level again. I'm grounding myself a bit. I'm taking on board the new relationships I've got, the new friendships, the people around me who want to help me succeed. And I'm starting from scratch again. That's really important. So rather than be on cloud cuckoo land, it's important to just start from a base again. So there we go. Thanks for watching. There's the lake by me. Some guys fishing. It's a lovely view. Come out here most days. Just clear my head, stay focused. It's better than sitting in front of Netflix and watching repeats. Trust me. I've watched everything on Netflix now. I'm a bit bored of it. So there we go. If you like what I'm about, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Click the notifications. I've got loads of videos that I'm just about to upload on that channel. So it's going to be a lot of inspiration, motivation for you all. Thanks for watching.